It's Jackal right here on your classic metal show from their latest release, Best in Show, and that's called Horns Up. And this is Neeley rocking with the last classic metal show of 2012. So horns up to you all, and horns up to my very good friend and co-host, Chris-Akin.
What up? How's it going, man?
Horns up or hand job? What do you prefer?
I always prefer a hand job to horns.
Okay, hand job to you, pal. Horns
hand
up.
Job to me.
Horns up to the rest of you.
Yeah. Y'all can have a horn. I'll take a hand job.
Right. Well, we are back live. This, Chris, I don't know if you even stopped to think about it, but I don't think we've had a live classic metal show this late in the year in 10 years.
No. Never since I've been associated with the show. Never. We always did best of.
We always did best of or top 10 or top 20, depending on what year it was.
Right.
And this year, it was your idea to make it up to the fans and give them a live show the last Saturday of 2012.
Absolutely. To make up for the first 2.5 years of the first, 8 months of this year and 2 years prior that I didn't give them a live show.
Right. So you are back, we are back, and we thought, you know what, let's take 2012 out. Let's give the kids a live show. Let's just have a lot of fun, as always. And
right.
So you've had a couple weeks of downtime to do your stuff.
Yes.
What single men do, or newly single men, because I've been single forever.
And what, you didn't do the same stuff I did?
No, you know, I did a lot of those things probably 25 years ago when I first got newly single. But since then, it's just become part of daily life for me. So the thrill is gone, my friend. The thrill is gone. Well,
I'm still thrilled, and I'm still having a great fucking time.
Well,
you to commit to a Saturday, that's for sure.
Well, you're gonna experience just that thrill. There's just something about that thrill when that new girl puts her hand down the front of your pants for the first time. There's just something about that. It's just that moment in time that it's like capturing lightning in a jar.
Right.
And it's always a thrill when that new chick does that for the first time.
Well, maybe someday that'll happen for me.
But then once you've had that, then all of a sudden it's like, all right, stick your hand down my pants. Let's get it over with.
Right. Let's get right to your mouth, honey. Come on.
Let's get to it. So there you are.
Well, I don't know, dude. It's happened a few times since I've been single, and the thrill ain't gone.
Well, it's not going to be gone for a while. You got at least 3 years to ride that train.
Yeah. How many women do I have to fucking bang before I get tired of it? Like,
well, you never get tired of it. You never get tired of it. It's just that
where I become jaded like you. All right, she's blowing me. Whatever.
No, it's never like that. It's only like that if the let me just say if the connection lasts longer than what it should have.
Okay.
if you rode that train just a little bit too long before it was time to get off, you missed your stop.
Okay.
That's when you go, okay, I got to be single again for a while.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how. I'll be honest. I'm not looking for anything but being single right now, dude. I'm just having fun. Having fun.
Right.
Definitely not looking for. It's funny. I was talking to my ex today, and she was trying to. She can't figure me out. She, as all exes do, they think that you're just a monstrous slut. Because you're out running around with different chicks or whatever. And she said to me, she's like, don't you want to get married again? I was like, fuck no. That is like the last thing in the world I want to do is actually get into some serious relationship, whatever. This is it's like somebody that just gets out of jail and then goes and robs another bank.
Right. Exactly.
No, absolutely not. I'm going to enjoy the freedoms of being out of the slammer.
Right. You don't want to go back into the fire, as it were.
No, I'm not falling.
Right. Diamond Dryan says Chris is the hunter searching for love on the lonely streets again.
Yeah, well, he's probably right about that. I am definitely searching on streets, bars, wherever it is.
Churches.
Oh, Jesus, look at this. I'm just hoping that Chris has another installment of strip clubs in Lima. Oh, jeez.
Really? That was an enjoyable segment for Kim?
I guess. I didn't think that was that good of a segment.
I thought that was okay. She said classic. Okay. She said classic.
Classic. Wow.
Wow. You're gonna. I guess we'll have to go back and rethink that one.
Yeah, have to re-listen to it.
I thought it was okay.
Going back to that horrible strip club in Lima, though. Fuck that.
I think the thing that I enjoyed about that segment was just the tagline you put on it. Lima is a dump. That was my favorite part.
Well, as you can imagine, that was not received well by a certain somebody.
Well, hey, you know what? I got married in Lima, okay? So I went to college in Lima, and I was stupid enough to get married there. So,
wow.
What does that say about
girl that was from there?
Yeah, she was from there.
How'd that work out?
It didn't work out.
I know.
I could tell you some horrific stories.
Let's hear 'em.
Horrific. I told you one about the knife. Didn't I tell you about the knife?
Yeah.
About the waking up to a knife over me? Yeah, I told you one.
Well, that's one.
Well, there are more. Did I tell you about the food in the lap? In a restaurant?
No.
Oh, this isn't the time to tell it. I'll tell it later in the show.
All right.
I want to get the show rolling before I start my war stories.
Yeah, because we definitely have a lot of stories to get to this week. I know I have one that I shared with you that me and you talked about. It's unfucking real.
Yes.
About the show.
Oh, yeah.
How the show affects dating.
Right.
Then I have another one that I didn't tell you about, but I think will be a fun one. It's a drinking story from Christmas Eve.
Oh, really? No, this one I do not know about.
No, you don't know of this one, but this is a classic.
Okay.
And we just have a lot of stuff tonight, dude. I'm very pumped up about the show tonight. I mean, you actually asked me, and this is very rare. It is rare that you ever actually ask specifically for me to bring a segment to the table.
Right.
And this week you asked me to revisit a segment that we did once, thought was great.
It made the best of. Yes, it made the best of, and that's what made me think of it, listening back to the best of.
But then we just kind of didn't do it anymore. And that was in what, October?
Oh,
was that when I came there?
I think so.
So we went basically almost 3 full months where we had plenty of material from this segment, and we just didn't do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely we're gonna revisit the world of heavy metal dad and anime girl today. Anime girl. And all I'll say now, because this is definitely the closer tonight, y'all better stay tuned for this, because I listened to the entire anime girl segment that they posted online that I chose, and fucking was screaming laughing just because I know I could picture what was going on in my head and what's going to go on the show.
Table cake.
Oh no, that segment that we did, the content was so much more tame than what I'm bringing to the table tonight.
All right, I'm looking forward to it. You sent it to me. I did not listen to it. I just want immediate reaction.
Oh, you're gonna get it.
So I am pumped for some heavy metal dad and anime girl.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
Look at it. Look at Diamond Dryan. She talks with a cock in her mouth.
Who's that? Who?
Diamond Dryan says anime girl talks with a cock in her mouth.
She might.
She's 16.
Yeah, so she could.
Yeah.
What are you going to say, the 16-year-olds don't suck cock?
Steve Jackson, I finally got around to Infirmary Kids on Spreaker. Solid fucking gold.
Oh, the Infirmary Kids.
The Infirmary Kids. Oh,
that segment is great.
I got to know, and you and I talked about this personally, but what is the latest update on Infirmary Kids?
Nothing yet. The song has not been written or posted yet, so I don't know yet. I mean, I'm hoping it gets recorded.
But are they aware of the segment we did?
Oh yes, they're very
very aware of the segment we did.
They're very aware of the segment that we did.
So was there any feedback from that?
Not directly, no. I mean, I'm going to reach out to that dude at some point, and I'm going to invite him on the show. I want to have him on the show to refute that music.
Right.
You know, I'm just trying to do it in a way that I can keep somebody out of the firing line.
Right.
Which is not real easy when she appeared in the segment.
Right, exactly.
But, you know, I'm trying to figure all that out as of yet. But I'm going to figure that out, and I'm going to get Keith from the Infirmary Kids on the show at some point to justify that great music.
Okay, great. Well, apparently you've been busy locating other podcasts and things to listen to, and maybe if we get, if we don't forget, and I'm going to keep this on the top of the list because I don't even know, but just the title of it sounds interesting to me.
Yeah.
Dicks Talking Politics.
Yeah.
Is this anything chicks? What is it? Beer, chicks, and politics?
This is like if Alex Jones got hit in the head and was half a tard, this is what you would get.
Okay, so these guys are conspiracy theorists?
Oh yeah, they're big Illuminati guys, but yet they just you'll hear.
Okay.
You'll hear their opinions are something.
All right. All right. Also, we kind of sort of did a little bit of this with our good friend Sean Sheldon.
Okay.
Who by the way sent me an birthday card.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah, he said if I ever need an accountant, make sure to remember him.
An accountant?
That's what he said.
He's an accountant now?
I guess. He was going to college, right?
Yeah, but I didn't know he was going for accounting. I thought he was going for like web design.
I think he said if you ever need an accountant, look me up.
I might look him up. I need an accountant.
Sean Sheldon.
Yeah, I'd rather give my money to Sean Sheldon than somebody else.
Right. Well, anyway, our good friend Sean Sheldon Tarsha.
Yeah.
He has participated in the project with our good friend Justin Murr of Liberty and Justice.
And I can't believe this, dude. And as shocking as it was when Hairball John got Justin Murr, we're going to have Justin Murr next week on the show.
Well, we've actually had Justin Murr on before.
I know, but to get him twice in a career?
Right.
Dude, that's big talk there.
So we're going to possibly go through and analyze the new Liberty and Justice, The Cigar Chronicles, which basically is a bunch of cover tunes.
Yeah, there's one disc of covers and one disc of originals, but the cover disc is the one we need to deal with.
Ice, ice, baby.
Oh boy, and that's not one of the worst songs chosen.
Well, we had actually previewed that and got our friend Sheldon on the show,
right?
And asked him, our favorite question: what were you thinking?
Yeah, why?
Why? What were you thinking? It was just about as bad as that Loverboy thing he did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was bad too.
Let me just remind you what you're up for here.
All right.
All right, so there
Why'd
you
go. Turn it off? I was rocking.
So there's our good friend Sean Sheldon doing Ice Ice Baby with Justin Murr of Liberty and Justice. So look forward to more of the CD review a little later in the show.
Oh yeah. Hey, I got a request that's in the chat room, but since he put it in there, I'm going to make my own request based off of it.
Okay.
Whenever we get ready to start, playing a little music here in a minute, definitely play "Girl Money" by Kix.
Yes.
And dedicate it to me for my new lifestyle.
Right, for your new lifestyle.
But do you have?
And by the way, if you weren't aware of that, that's also the name of a condom too.
Girl Money?
No, Lifestyles.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was like, okay. But if you have it available, and I think you do you have the Girl Money segment that you and I did a million years ago?
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You got to play that because I'll bet you some of the people in the chat have not heard that. And that's one of my favorite ones that we ever did, where it was just impromptu, where I started singing and making words and shit.
When you're out on the pole, she money.
Gonna ram your hole.
We're going to ram your hole, she money.
And that was on commercial radio.
That was on commercial radio.
Wouldn't be today.
So yes, I do have that handy.
Please play that when we go out. Too fucking funny.
So let's see here. What else do we got on the topic list? We got a bunch of news stories out there.
There's a lot of news going on.
I see Jeff Tate once again has made your list for news stories.
I think I'm obsessed with the
I
Jeff
think you are, because we got a couple of news stories out there. Not only the Jeff Tate story with a bad interview, also Rudy Sarzo, why he decided to join the Queensryche, Jeff Tate. So, yeah, Jeff Tate, the bad Queensryche lineup continues.
It's so bad.
It's so bad.
It really is, man. But, I don't think I put this one on the list, but did you see, you might have seen it, we'll just talk about it real quick, but did you see that LA Guns brought Frankie Wilsey?
Yes, I saw that. We were thinking Tracy was going to return, but Frankie Wilsey of Arcade / Stephen Piercy's band,
right,
is now the guitarist for LA Guns. So I'm not exactly sure what happened with Stacey Blades and LA Guns, but apparently it was bigger than we thought it was. We just thought it was just like time to move on because Tracy was coming back, but apparently that wasn't the case at all.
No, doesn't look like it, but I don't know, dude. Frankie Wilsey? Really? I mean, he didn't really impress me that much in Arcade, and I like Arcade, but not a big guitar sound,
right?
For a big guitar sound band. Well, I don't. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Didn't he used to be Will Sex?
I think it was Wilsig.
I think on the first Arcade record
it could have been. You know how they did that with the 80s names.
Yeah, everything had to be sexy. I don't know. I just know that
with two X's.
Yeah, with two X's because that would be cool, and maybe a Z at the end of it.
Nice.
Sex Z.
Right. Wilsigs.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So also coming up on the next break here, after I play one tune, we're going to bring our good friend Mikey.
Yes.
On because he's going to do a CD review for us. We haven't had Mikey on the show since we did the recap of the years with Mikey.
Right.
But since he's on winter break, he thought, you know what? I got time to scrawl out a CD review, so he's going to review the new John Corabi Unplugged.
Awesome. My favorite disc of 2012.
Sure.
But you like the record?
Yes, I do. I started some at the top of the show. I played the Hooligans Holiday, and yes, I do like the Unplugged John Corabi.
I'm digging it, man. I can't wait till he tours. I hope he comes this way so I can go see him.
Sure. All right. Well, we are live in the Classic Metal Show. We're live in the chat room. If you are listening live, you want to jump in the chat room, chatandkill.com, chatandkill.com.
Right.
Jump in there, be a part of the show, make up a screen name, join us. There's 17 people already. We're only half hour into the show, and 17 people are already hanging out.
Yep. It's going to be a good busy night, I'm thinking.
Yep. And we got a We got a voicemail line that only one person seems to use at this point. But if you want to leave us a voicemail, it's 216-282-6771.
Right.
216-282-6771 if you want to leave us a voicemail. Pop in there or send us a request. Request at theclassicmetalshow.com. Request at theclassicmetalshow.com. And, hey, guess who sent us a request this week? Guess who sent us an email?
Who? Mark Nero?
Yes! Mark Nero.
Of course he did.
Of course he did. So we will do a Mark Nero email tonight.
All right. He was all happy this week that he made the best of.
Yeah, he made the best of.
Of course he did. How could he not? We only did 400 segments on him.
Right.
His emails, of course, one of them had to be good.
But probably, once again, my favorite part of that, fighting the Haitians.
Yeah, that was good.
He's a Haitian. He's a Haitian hunter.
Dude, tell me that the 7 hours of the best of was just not straight funny all the way
It was
through.
good. It was absolutely good.
I loved it. I've listened to it. I've probably put 21 hours just listening to it. I love it.
I think re-listening to it, the anime girl was funny, which is why I mentioned it to you, because I just listened back to that, during the best of show, and I thought, damn, that was so hysterical.
We were off the chain with that one.
I just like the fact that her dad was making inappropriate dick jokes.
Dick jokes.
This girl is 16 years old and he's making dick jokes.
Well, keep inappropriate in mind for this week.
Right. And then also he wasn't appalled at the fact that his daughter is going to his school for an education, but yet she blatantly admitted that the teachers do nothing and let them just sit there and send texts on their cell phone.
Right.
He thought nothing of it.
Didn't think nothing of that. Didn't think nothing about talking to his daughter about teachers in his school fucking students.
Right. Right. So I'm looking forward to Anime Girl tonight.
I am too.
Or should I say Anime Girl? Anime Girl. Right. Well, Kara says my dad always told me dirty jokes.
All right, well, that's good for you then, Kara. But now you're a CMS listener, so that tells us everything we need to know.
See how depraved you are? You find us funny.
Exactly. That's your dad's fault.
Unlike some potential suitors of Chris, they don't find us funny at all.
We'll get there later.
Oh, my good friend Leadfoot jumped in the chat room.
And jumped right back out.
So anyway, we got a full slate tonight. It is the last Saturday of 2012. Somehow we made it past that December 21st date. I don't know how we did it.
Yeah, somehow we lived. Amazing.
I think it was Obama.
Yeah.
I think he saved us.
Well, why not?
He's the Messiah after all.
And he built my business for me. Why couldn't he build my life too?
Right.
Idiot.
Look at Kim. Are you trying to say that girls that like CMS have daddy issues?
I don't know, Kim. You're the one that said you wanted to come down here, so
It's like that movie Ted.
yeah.
I want to thank all the bad fathers out there for providing me with this unforgettable night.
That Ted movie's fucking great.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Mikey is waiting in the wings.
Let him wait. We're busy.
So join us in the chat, chatandkill.com, and be a part of the show. And so I'm going to play a John Corabi tune from his latest release. And since you are such a huge fan, Mr. Aiken, I'm going to let you pick the tune before we bring Mikey on.
All right. This is easy for me because I'm going to go with the one that might as well just be the story of my life.
Love Shine?
June. I actually sang Love Shine on the I posted a video of me singing Love Shine on the CMS Facebook page like an hour before.
I never loved her anyway.
Huh?
I never loved her anyway.
No. Fucking Crash.
Crash.
Dude, if you listen to the words, it might as well have been like if he was sitting here when my old lady came in and told me she was dumping me.
Right.
The lyrics are like the exact, it's literally the exact story. It's like fucking, wow, how did you hit that on the head like that?
Look at
But I like that tune.
Kara. No, Chris, no.
What?
That's what Kara's in the chat room saying.
Why is she saying that? About what?
About singing it, maybe?
Oh, dude, I'm a great singer. You know that. I could be Axl Rose. We've proven that.
Sure. All right, let's jump into some tunage. Join the show. Send an email. Give us a call. Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
We're rocking here on the Classic Metal Show. Here's John Karabi Unplugged with Crash exclusively here
on your Classic Metal Show.